Yo, yo, yo. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Look at gold. Oof. Damn, that's a big drop as soon as the new candle opened. 380 pips? Man. Two minutes in, 3 minutes in, that's something. So let's start with the daily. So daily candle, we made a top wick, broke yesterday's low, we broke the first daily resistance at 52.35 area. So that was my first target. Then the next target is daily support. Hey John, hey Benny. Next target was 51, I think a little bit higher. That like 51.25, 51.45, that area. Daily support. Yeah, but those are my sell targets, which hit pretty early in London session, to be fair. And now it looks like we are, I don't know if we're gonna pull back, retrace some of this move, or if we refill this daily bottom wick and push down further. So now we just gotta wait and see what the lower time frames do. So 4 hour, we see 4 hours trending bearish, breaking lows. We broke through this first 4 hour zone, and now, I mean, the next area that I'm looking at is down here, 49.67, if we continue through this range. And then we have another daily support down here, 48.60, say call it 48.60, 60s. So I mean, yeah, this 1 hour candle's open and then just had quite a drop. Look at this, 470 pips in the first 5 minutes. Oh, look, we barely have a top wick. We have a top wick, but it's not very big. We've broken the previous 30-minute low already. So we could be just continuing bearish structure to come down. So now, yeah, let's see. Let's see what gold does. Oh, got a retest. Have to adjust this a bit. Yeah, that looks better. Right, so yeah, let's see what gold gives us today. If we retrace, or we're just gonna continue bearish. Overall, I'm still very bullish on gold though. Overall, still very bullish on gold. Let's see what Nas is doing. Nas is still quite bearish. Nice daily continuation pattern for the sells. DXY. So DXY, I noticed DXY was pushing up right into this daily resistance. So I'm wondering if, you know, DXY rejects this resistance here. And then we get gold push back up, DXY pull back, come back down. Ooh. I wonder where gold is going today. I do like, if I take any sells, so entries and ideas that I'm looking at, more sells, maybe below the support. If I get another breakout, if I get a breakout below the support, I like that. I have a decent, it's not a clean range because we've got all of these higher lows here. But let's see, 1 hour. It was a slow trickle up. Damn, gold's really coming back down. So much for a retracement. Boom, boom, boom. Sure. Sorry, bear with me. Oh shit. All right, so yeah, gold. Let's see. Look, gold is coming down to nearly break this previous 1 hour low already. Yeah, I think if we refill this wick and obviously break this low here, I'm actually looking at, so on a daily level, I was looking at, you know, 40, 50, 86. A retest of this daily resistance here. So we did retest it already and obviously pull back. It did start pushing back up. But if we close back below this zone, then obviously I'm targeting the bottom of the zone. The bottom of this range here. First starting with the 4800s and then, you know, targeting the next support spot. I don't know how far gold is trying to drop. We did need a pullback. Look, we had a nice bullish wave up. And now we're creating a resistance. So it's just how far. My trusty 30-minute. Let's see if we can get out of this little range that we're in right now though. But yeah, I'm thinking maybe sells below 51.27. And if price wants to start continuing up, then maybe start making some higher lows. So like pull back, make a higher low, and then start trickling up. But I would need another confirmation, maybe even a retest of this support again. A little double bottom. And then just start pushing up. You know, something like that. Morning, Ash. What's going on? Man, massive sells, massive sells. And they happen pretty quick too. This one was very quick. Even just now. This sell just now was... It was what, 500 pips I think in the first 5 minutes? Or was it 400 pips? Yeah, this was as soon as this current 1 hour candle opened, it just opened and dropped. Even this, the 9 o'clock sell, happened very quick. 750 pips. Madness. Ace, what's going on, Ace? Yeah, almost 1,000 pips. Crazy, right? Gold just opened and just dropped. Literally. Yeah, this current candle just out of nowhere. So I'm thinking if we re-break the lows, we may get some more sells. Possibly. Took a short break, back to pip and dip again. That's right. Love to hear it, love to hear it. Sometimes you need a little break from the markets. A little reset. I'm sure we've all been there. I do love a good reset. What date is tomorrow? The 4th. Shit. Boom. Locked in, locked in, locked in. Alright, cool. So yeah, let's see if this 1 hour can break this previous 1 hour low and then keep coming back down. But we broke through this first 4 hour support right here, 51.75, tapped into 51.25. So if we continue bearish, I'm looking at you know, 59.70, 59.60, all the way down here. If the 4 hour continues, it's going to be a big daily candle. If we keep dropping, how big is this candle already? Damn, 3,000 pips already before NY session. Yeah. Oh, Rosie, I did see your question. What caused the gold sells? I couldn't find anything. I was looking around too. I didn't really see much. I think it might be like just profit taking, honestly, because anything that's coming out about the war now, there's not much escalation. There's not much. It's just not consistent, but there's nothing to say it's like really ramping up. So it just seems like this was obviously like buy the rumor, sell the news type of thing. Even though it wasn't a rumor, gold obviously did push, but it just seemed like, you know, we got the reaction to the news, we got the gap, we had the buys, and now we're just getting a sell-off. We're also selling from pretty much a daily key level 2 yesterday. That's where we tapped into and actually started the sells from here. I had 54.20 as a daily resistance, and yeah, look, that's where we started to sell down from. So maybe we're just getting a reaction to some technicals, like I said, profit taking. But I mean, unless we close below some of these supports on the 4 hour, I'm still quite bullish on gold in the long term. I'm still quite bullish, and the structure is still holding up, even though we're getting this. Because look, we have major structure, and then we have like minor structure. So until we make a new high, this is kind of minor structure in here. So this down here, where we actually pushed up to make a new high, this is our major low, and then obviously the highs are the major high. In between here, we can get uptrend, downtrend, anything, but as long as we haven't broken 4,300 ish, I guess down here 4,300, we're still bullish. Like, we're still bullish. We don't have a complete reversal. So I'm just looking for, if we're going to get deeper pullbacks, I'm just looking at the daily supports first. And then if price breaks 4,300, then I'm bearish on gold, you know? But anything, if I'm like looking for sells on a day, it's because the daily candle's broken a previous low, the daily candle's bearish, 4 hour structures bearish. But to me, it's all short term. The long term trend is still buys. If that makes sense. If that makes sense. Boom, 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 boom. But anyone take any trades today? Anyone catch any moves? Which one am I looking for? This one. Yeah, I didn't catch anything. I didn't see any setups that I really liked. Like I saw it dropping, and then it was just leaving. It was just leaving. Caught a bit of the sell-off. Nice. So I had like a bunch of levels this morning that I was looking at. But I mean, look, no, we had breakouts, but I didn't have any closures below to set me up. But these candles are pretty big. But 200, it's plus 200 pips. I remember seeing that. So I just started looking to the left, see what's going on over here. Alright, looks like gold tested the H4 higher low and wicked lower than last week. Yep. We wicked and then pulled right back up. Right back up. I mean, it's still early in the week as well. It's only Tuesday. It's only Tuesday. Greedy London session got the pips. Hey, it's still early. It's still early. The New York session hasn't even opened yet. You know, we're either gonna get. I don't think we'll range for the whole day. I don't think we'll range for the whole day. So we will see. We will see. But I'm just looking at structure at this point, the kind of lower time frame structure that we're gonna get. See if we get a higher low, any type of reversal signs, some supports getting retested. I want to see the 4 hour, where the 4 hour closes. Because it's quite a decent pullback, but I mean, if we close above 51.75, I think we could get a bounce back up. Lean back a bit. I wish I got more of it. Big fast moves. Are you talking about more pips? More pips during London? The moves were quick. The moves were pretty quick. Like the big moves, they happened very fast. Like look at these candles. It's not even like it's a few bearish candles. It'll just be one big bearish 5-minute candle where most of the moves happen. Look at this 5-minute candle here. 580 pips, that 5-minute candle. This one 900 pips, and then right here 800 pips. Like it was blink and you miss it. I was looking back at like price had just dropped. But if you caught some of it, yeah, man, you're nice. You're nice. You're nice. If you caught some, where did you catch the move? Where did you get in? 9:15 continuation pattern. 9:15, you say? Twin continuation pattern right there. Oh, nice. Not bad, not bad. So you got a decent bit of the move. How long did you hold? Is the question. Because it was a bit, like I said, the majority of the moves happened right towards the end. But look, we had the drop, little pullback, continue down. That's a nice move, man. Dun, 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 dun. Closed partials at 400. Then runner got stopped out. That sucks. That thing definitely kept falling. Boom, 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 boom. All right, new 30-minute candle. So we didn't quite break the 1 hour low. If this candle continues down, then we might break the low. I'm not always losing my pens, it's crazy. Dum, 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 dum. Right, what are you guys looking at today? What are you thinking? Gold is going to sell some more? What kind of targets you looking for? What areas do you think gold is going to hit? I'm surprised this 1 hour candle barely even made a top wick. It's there, but it's very, very small. It's definitely there. Very, very tiny. Leo, what's happening? Waiting hopefully for the 52.24 resistance. Fails to break there. Should be an entry to sell. 52.24. Okay, up here. Okay. There are two M30 candles that barely have a top wick. Yep, this one up here. 10:30. And this one. Yeah, these candles literally opened and then just boom, just dropped. Be right back after the H4 candle closed. Got to do my analysis. All right. Lock in. There is a lot to I won't say there's a lot to analyze, but this drop has cleared quite a few levels. But what I'm looking at is we've got this 4-hour range right here. Oh, that didn't draw. Let's go red zone. Got this 4-hour zone. And then below that, this is the next one down here. And then this one down here. So right now I'm just watching to see where gold is going. Like which zone gold is going to come into, and then I'm just targeting the bottom of the zones. But if we don't even manage to break through this area here, then I think we have a chance of pulling back up. So I'm just literally playing it zone to zone to see where gold is going. Karen, hello. Hey. We still looking for some sells? Still looking for some more sells? I know gold passed all of our targets today. Bear with me, guys. All right. I'm not looking for anything just yet, Karen. I'm waiting to see how the low time frames form structure and 4-hour candles to close, basically. That's what I'm looking at. So if I get a breakout from this little range right here and I get a closure below this support, I'm anticipating gold will continue bearish, continue back down some more. If it starts creating like, you know, higher lows, and I'm anticipating something like this, or like I said, a double bottom if I get a retest. But for right now, we've cleared the Asian lows, totally cleared Asian lows. So I mean, structure's looking short-term bearish. Short-term bearish. I don't know, it might be worth going back about 10 minutes where I was looking at the overall structure on gold on the daily time frame, like the major highs, major lows, all the way down here, and kind of what I'm looking at high time frame wise, just so I don't have to go over it again. But yeah, I did break down the kind of levels I'm looking at and stuff already. But yeah, I didn't find a reason for gold selling off or just having this pullback. I didn't find anything. Because look, Russia operations in Iran have stopped. Like, there's a lot of countries. So the UK, Keir Starmer, our lovely Prime Minister, he said that we're not, here in the UK, we're not going to be taking part in any attacks. We're just going to be using our bases for defense. So that's what I mean by escalation. Like, if the UK had said, oh, we're willing to strike back if anything happens or any of our bases, then I would anticipate more gold buys, like immediate gold buys. But no one, I haven't heard any other country jumping in and saying, yeah, we're going to attack if XYZ. Even the UAE, they're on defense mode. In fact, I got a message about what's going on in Dubai. UAE condemns Iranian attacks. Strongly condemn Iranian missile attacks on its territory and other Gulf countries, emphasizing its right to respond to protect its sovereignty and security. Sovereignty. How do I read that? They've destroyed 152 ballistic missiles, 506 drones out of 165 ballistic missiles, and 551 drones launched from Iran since February 18th. That's a lot of attacks. That's a lot of attacks. Wow. Three deaths, civilians, and minor injuries of various nationalities. There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on out here. All right, let's see now if this 30-minute breaks this low. I think we continue down some more. Because what I'm looking for now is the candles to continue trending. So if we break this low, you know, unless we're just sweeping, but no, I think we keep pushing. How far do we get to this support? Damn, this is 200 pips. It doesn't look like that much, but it really is. I'm curious to see if gold can actually break 5,000. Curious. But the first indication of some sells today was breaking this daily low. Breaking yesterday's daily low. That's never a good sign for any buyers. But we need some structure on the daily. We had a nice leg up. Ooh, so this 30-minute came close to breaking the low. There we go, breaking the low. Should get a little drive down. That new 15 pushing. Barely a top wick. Might have to wait for market open. I don't think so, man. I don't. Like these 1 hour candles already are pretty big. And the 4 hour body is already pretty big. Like I know normally there's a lot of volume at 2 o'clock. You start to get some big pushes. Okay, we're coming to another place of just extreme high volume. Look at that. It's already pushed 100 pips, breaking this low. Look, these candles just got bigger and bigger the further into the day that we've gotten. The candles are just getting huge. This is a 200 pip distance from a break of this low down to support. Alright, so now let's see if this support actually breaks or if it holds, and then we get a bounce back up like a double bottom. Excelente. For a day that has no news today, we sure have had a lot of volume. The only day of the week that has no news, and our daily candle's already 3,000 pips. That is something. That is definitely something. Alright, so we got a retest of this support. Let's see how the other 4 hours closing actually. So this is from our weekly analysis, these lines. I was actually expecting maybe a bounce from this level here. Didn't expect it to be on Tuesday though. Alright, so looks like we're going to be closing above 51.26. I mean, still got 8 minutes left, so let me not get ahead of myself. But if we do manage to close above, I want to see how this 4 hour candle holds up. That's really what I want to see. What do we reckon? The support's gonna hold or break? Hold or break? IDF Air Force launches a 9th wave of attacks on Tehran. Who would have thought it, eh? Who would have thought it? Buys if support holds. Ooh. So in order for me to take buys, I wouldn't just need to see this support holds. I need a type of reversal confirmation. So I'd probably have to wait for the next 30-minute candle to close if I get a strong bullish closure on the 30-minute, or if I get like a 5-minute double bottom. But even if I get that, that's going to take a few candles anyway. So I can't see myself taking buys just yet. Depends on like the next 30-minute, I would say, because it's right now the 4 hours bearish, the daily's very bearish, so I don't want to be taking buys against that unless I get a good sign of a reversal. I need to see a good sign of a reversal. Without that, yeah, so good. All right, 2 minutes. See how this candle closes. I was gonna say we probably won't get a 200 pip drop in 2 minutes, but literally gold did about 500 in the first 2 minutes of the 1 hour candle opening. So I can't say that's not likely to happen. But look, we've broken the lows. We've broken these 1 hour lows and we're pulling back up. So we're not breaking below this support. Perfect. So we've got the retest. Retest of this support, didn't break it. So if we start holding around here, which is, so this isn't just a 30-minute support, it's also a 4-hour support too. So if we don't close below, I'm thinking we start, this is where we might get a bit of a retracement or continued buys up. Maybe. See what Naz is doing. Naz has just been chilling in this area for a minute. Yeah, every time I look back, it's just around here. What's that, like 6 hours in this range? So I just want to do something very quickly. Copy that. Which support periods do you look out for, except for the daily and 1 hour, 30-minute, 30-minute and 4-hour? So I use the daily. I use daily support and resistance levels for my targets for the day. Yes, and then the 4-hour. The 4-hour, I look for structure. I use the 4-hour support and resistance for structure. And then I use the 30-minute for entries. So those are literally my 3 main time frames: targets, structure, entries. Boom. So yeah, this level right here, it's a 4-hour and a 30-minute level. Boom, 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 boom. We're not getting too much volume, not just yet. Not like the beginning of the last hour candle that just opened and dropped. Maybe we are waiting for market open to get some volume. Alright, let's check out some NAS. But NAS doesn't really have nice structure right now. It's not bad. I guess we do have like three lower highs. So if we break this low, then I'll be looking at a supply zone. Yeah, I'll come back to NAS. We'll come back to NAS. That can't be right. I'm surprised this candle's not moving very much. Message. Gold's exhausted from all that London session moving. Jeez. Chilling right now. Yeah, looks that way. Looks that way. I just want to see how this 4-hour candle closes. That's really what I want to see. See if we close in this zone. I doubt it pushes up out of this zone in the next 50 minutes. I mean, it's not impossible. 600 pips. 600 pips. If it comes back above this 4-hour level. But I think, yeah, I want to see if gold is going to continue up. I need to see a 4-hour candle obviously start creating support. But if it closes with this long bottom wick, if we don't make this bottom wick a bit shorter, or if we start pushing up some more, we're kind of looking at a rejection candle, because the wick will be it'll be a lot longer than the body. So I can imagine gold, like, you know, wicking down, maybe retesting this support and then starting to push back up. Like I said, still overall bullish on gold. Still very bullish on gold. Still anticipating more buys. Pressing the wrong button. Alright, so if this 30-minute doesn't break this previous high, we might have a high probability that price is going to keep coming back down. Go on, gold, push up. I should put my daily level in here just so I can see it. There's more down here. I'm just going to put it here at the bottom. There we go. Yep. I think, did I have that as my level last week? Yeah. So last week, what day was the 27th? What day was the 27th? Friday. So last Friday, my target was 50.86. Which is down here. And price was, so yeah, it was, as price was pushing up, I was like, if it's gonna sell, I believed it was gonna break below this daily support and come and retest this broken resistance. But it didn't quite get there. Got there today. Definitely got there today. I wonder what Bitcoin's doing. Let's see what crypto's doing. not much. Let's check out some yen. Nothing much going on with the yen. Look, daily, I mean DXY is still looking quite bullish. Not overall bullish, just bullish for today. The daily candles quite strong. Broke yesterday's high. Like I said, if it holds below this resistance, then I think we get a pullback on DXY. Oh, flipping bearish again. Let's not start ranging now, gold. Let's not do that. Longer range, stronger break. This is true. This is true. This is true. Oh, sorry guys. Oh, I'm yawning so much. We're dropping towards the end of the candle as well, so further sells might be on the table. If we break this 30-minute low, I think we push below this support as well. What's the range looking like below here? Oh yeah, I remember it not being a great range. I like a nice clean range to trade through. Obviously no range is like perfect, but this, look how much levels we have. So many levels that price can respect on the 30-minute anyway. There's quite a few on the 1 hour too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now 1 hour looks like it wants to come back down. Thousand pip range, right? Pretty much. Huge range right here. This from the resistance to support, massive range. 5225 to 5125. Wow, perfect 1000 pip range. Okay, we're not going to break this low on NAS. We're close to breaking 1 hour lows. Oh, wrong chart. Very close to breaking 1 hour lows. Bum, bum, bum. I refuse to believe NY session is going to be quiet after all of the movement that we've had in London. It's still early though. New York session, you know, hasn't actually opened yet. So I'm not giving up. I haven't given up. But I mean, wow, 3,000 pip candle was already. And New York session hasn't even opened. I think the last time we had a candle this big, it was, I mean, look, it started pretty early as well. Was it this January one? 7,000 pips. I feel like it was this drop here. And I think it was, and I was thinking, yeah, like there's no way it's gonna, like how big are these candles really gonna get? Because I think this is the biggest drop, the biggest loss gold's had. There's no more 7,000 pip candles. There's no previous 7,000 pip candles. And I remember this candle started pretty big. So if we're to see another sell-off today, or more, I won't say sell-off, but probably just more sells, it's entirely possible. $51.36. bum, bum, bum. GJ's pushing up. Gold is near the 4-hour high low. M30 and H1 are forming divergence. I wouldn't be surprised by a wick down then a possible bull move. Cool. Nothing seems to be moving much. Nothing else seems to be moving much. I haven't really checked anything else. DXY is pushing up. I mean, NAS. DXY still pushing up. Yeah, I want to see. I just want to see what happens when this 4-hour candle closes, really. So did we break that 1-hour low? Just about broke that 1-hour low. Not really much of a drive down. It is selling into a support, so that's why I don't really like selling into supports, because they can hold. Alright, it's under 3 minutes till market open. I'm hearing oil is the play. I'm hearing oil is the play. I don't even have oil in my thing. So oil is what? Brent crude? Not Brent. Oil looks just like DXY. Or is it me? It's just like a DXY chart. Spitting image. Looks like the 30-minute is holding. We might go back up. We might do. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Either way, wherever gold decides to go, if it decides to go down, I'm still waiting. I still want it to. If it goes down, I'm still looking for places to get into buys. So even if it goes down, I'm just waiting for buyers entries back up. Literally. Same. Lovely, lovely. Lovely. Love that we're on the same page, guys. Let's all hit buy at the same time, and then maybe we can. We definitely can't move the market. We definitely can't move. Would be nice though, innit? Would be nice if collectively as a stream we all just, you know, did hit buys at the same time, and we saw a little push. Just a little push. Oh, little gap. Still a seller. Oh, Leo. Where are you looking? What's your target for sales, Leo? Bum, bum, bum. It's a nice little gap down to open. Can I see it on my chart? Yep. Chart looks just like this. Looking just like this. Let's see if there'll be any changes on market after New York open. Let's see, let's see. Let's see. I mean, look, we've had 2 wicks come down and tap this support, but we didn't get the drive down. So even if we do get a little push here, I mean, we have a gap and no top wick. This literally just could be a liquidity sweep. This could literally just be a sweep. But there's no way I'll take sells with this gap still here and no top wick. It's gold's got to pick a struggle. It can't be both. It can't be a gap and no top wick. Like, that's yeah, let's see. I'm gonna wait. I don't mind waiting. I want the divergence play, but it might happen after the next M30 or hour candle closes. I'm gonna wait patiently for my paid gold. Listen, I hear that. That's what I mean. I'm not in no rush. I prefer to see how this 4-hour candle is gonna close, because right now the 30-minute, if the 30-minute closes with a support right here, that would be like my first confirmation of taking buys, depending on how the support forms. So if I get a nice strong support right above 51.25, then I'm definitely, then I like the sells more on the new 4-hour candle that's about to open. Because what I'd anticipate is that it opens, makes a bottom wick, and then starts to push back up. So zone. So if it closes above here, then I would expect, yeah, like I'd expect, you know, maybe a wick down, even tap into the support, and then start pushing up and be bullish. There you go. That looks more like a candle. Beautiful. Nice, perfect yellow candle. That means buyers. This is an anticipation candle when it's yellow. But yeah, this is what I would be looking for anyway. As long as this the bottom wick respects this previous low as well. So if it holds, I'll be looking for the new 4 hour to start creating a support, and then we start trickling back up. So either 51.25 or this daily key level down here, which is a previous resistance, 50.86. That's what I'd kind of be looking at. Something like that. So I'm not trying to get smacked. Me and you both, Benny. Me and you both. We don't need gold slapping us around, do we? No one needs that. No one needs that. No one needs that. Oh, still coming down. Because she knows how to get smacking. Listen, these 5-minute candles, those are the dangerous candles. It's not even a whole 30-minute. It's just 5 minutes within that 30-minute candle that does the most damage. It just goes crazy, like big moves. To think that I almost entered just after the closing of the M30 without full confirmation. Oh my god, yeah, thank god. So a 4-hour support at 51.14. I mean, yeah, if you see it there, what's my other one? Oh yeah, I know the one you're talking about. Yes. So you're using Owanda. Cool. I mean, like I said, with this candle not having a top wick and this gap, I definitely think we're gonna stop. We're gonna get a bit of a push up from here. Which it also broke. I mean, if when you're looking at price making a new low or structure to be broken, in order for this support to be broken, you need the candle to close below. If you just get a wick, that doesn't mean that the level's broken. Yeah, this doesn't mean that it's... Look, we've wicked down and we've pushed back up. This means this level's still holding. If this 4-hour... Wait, where's Owanda? Yeah, no, this level hasn't, it's been respected because the candle hasn't closed below it. Right, wick just means it was tested. That's right, see? Traders unite. Yeah, so you gotta wait for a candle to close. below a key level, below a support, and then it's a broken level. You feel me? So right now, this is why I'm waiting for this 4-hour candle to close. We've probably got different 4-hour candles, and that's totes okay. Because then if this 4-hour candle closes below, now you're all good, man. You're good. Just be aware of that, because then you could get faked out. Now, it's not to say that price won't continue down just because we've got that wick, because if you're probably using a 4-hour time frame that looks like this. Now, if this current 4-hour breaks this low, then there's a higher probability that price might continue down a little bit further. But I'm just sort of based on this now, I kind of like the idea that this 4-hour candle will flip bullish if it doesn't break this low and then start pushing up from here, because it's because it hasn't broken this support area down here. So yeah, that's why I'm waiting for this one. If this one can stay above 51.25, that's amazing for me. It's amazing. So 18 minutes, I need gold to push back up. Either way, I think gold is going to come back up to at least 51.50, because it's got to come back and make a top wick for this 30-minute candle right here. At least. Oh, damn. As I read your message, I saw it drop. Wow, that was quick. Quick drive down. Gold ain't playing. That's crazy. It is a quick drive down. Gold is not playing, is it? Gold is not playing. But still, guys, wait for your confirmations, man. Another monster M5. That's all it's been doing. That's what it's been doing recently. Just 5 minutes and been going crazy. 5 is the new 30. Alright, so back to this daily key level. Previous daily resistance. Boom, 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 boom. Now, I'm not married to buys. I do want to see the buys up, but I absolutely would have a hard time taking sells with this candle looking like this. Just because I think there's a high probability that price comes back up here at some point in the very near future. It could be when this new 4-hour makes a top wick. It could come wick up, grab liquidity, and then continue back down. Or we could get the reversal, but just because I feel like price is gonna, just because I think price is gonna come back up here, I wouldn't take any sells. Now, if the new 4-hour opens, wicks up, gives me a top wick, and then comes back down and breaks this previous 4-hour low, I think we get more sells. And then I'd be looking at, you know, 49.70 area. But I think we're definitely on track to have a huge daily candle again. What do you reckon, guys? Another 5,000 pip daily candle? This thing is moving. Gold is something else. 7,600 pips. We're like just over halfway there. Just over half. Oh no, just under halfway. 3,000 pip daily candle we have today. Guys, I can't stress enough to wait for your confirmations before you do anything. My confirmations are always candles closing. Always candles closing. Oof, this name's driving. Why does price have to come back for wicks? So from what I read, yeah, from what I read about wicks, from what I understand, when you have a candle that opens without a wick, so in this case this bearish candle and it opening without a top wick, it means that obviously there are a lot of sellers here, way more than buyers, and that's why there was a huge drive down without pushing up to make that top wick. So because there's a lot of sellers here, price, if we're going to continue further down, especially for big sells like institutional traders, then price comes back to grab liquidity from all the sell orders that are here, and then it can continue. So that's what I believe happens when price comes back to create these wicks. It comes back to areas where there's like a high volume of orders, whether it's buys or sells. That's how I made sense of it. So I believe that's what it is. Also through back time and the probability of price coming back for the wick. Back testing. Yeah, no, definitely. It's seen that it happens, but it's why is it happening? Do you know what I mean? It's most candles do have a top and bottom wick, but why? Like, what's the reason that they form without it? And why does price have to come back there? Like, you know, I was trying to look a little bit deeper into it, but the probability of it happening is very high. It is very high. Of price coming back for these wicks. Is definitely a high probability of it happening. I just wanted to know what caused it, you know? Then it makes more sense. It makes more sense. And then it also makes sense why sometimes when price comes back to create the wicks, price continues in that same direction. So we come back for the wick, we don't close above, instead we come back down. So it's like, yeah, just like a pullback, and then we continue. Because when we have candles that don't have wicks as well, we normally get quite a strong move. Alright, so this 4-hour candle is just slapping through these levels here. Still 11 minutes left. Still 11 minutes left. Got a lot of time left. Price dropped into that range from last week. I know, I was hoping we would stay out of this range, I'll be honest with you. I wanted price to stay above 50.86. I did. But the day is not over yet. So if the daily candle closes back in this range, then yeah, like I said, I'm looking for the next daily support as a target. 48.60. No joke. I'm not surprised gold is down though. Every online trader influence was pushing a heavy buy bias. Yeah, so I was talking to Karen earlier. In the Discord. So we was having a conversation in the London chat. and it was literally about gold buys and how the reaction to the war news, we had a reaction to the war news, but it doesn't necessarily mean that gold is just going to continue bullish for the whole week. Overall, gold is still bullish, but doesn't mean that just because we've got that war news, we're just going to keep pushing. It's kind of like Russia, Ukraine. We had a massive bullish move, but price didn't just continue straight up. We had pullbacks. We did have pullbacks. So I'm expecting something like this with gold. Like, we needed a bit of structure. We didn't have much. We didn't have a resistance on the daily, apart from, you know what, this time frame just looks so messy up here. Yeah, so was it this one? No, this one looks so neat. Vantage looks so much better. Right, yeah, so in terms of structure wise, yeah, we're getting a pullback here, but we had the buys up, we had a little pullback, buys up, we're just getting a pullback here. So I'm still thinking we're going to get more gold buys. We're just creating some structure. We're just creating structure here, but we did tap this daily resistance, and that's where we dropped from. So we hit a daily key level, we drop back. So I'm expecting the same kind of thing to happen as well. We come down, we passed the first one, so I'm looking at the next one. Wait, this price action here, this drop isn't changing the structure of gold. It's not making gold bearish, not until we break 4,300, because this is the last major low right here. This isn't a major low. Why? Because we didn't create a new high from this push up. We didn't. But if we do, I mean, if we do break all time, if we do push up and make a new high, and yeah, if we do push up at some point, like if we stay above this area, as long as we stay above 4,300, if we make a new high, then this will be the new major low right here. So just because we have a massive bearish day doesn't mean gold is bearish. Do you know what I'm saying? Look, we had this was what, 10,000 pips? 10,000 pips over 2 days, 3 days. We could still push back up. Mickey, why do you say 3,000 pips on gold daily when I measure is 300? I notice you always add a zero. Is it calculated different from currency? Right, so $10 on gold is 100 pips. $10 is 100, is, yeah, 10. So if price moves from 50, say from 5,000 to 5,010, that's a 100 pip move. So you always have to add the zero. So we've moved, if you look at gold, we've moved from, the price has moved $300, but in pips, it's 3,000 pips. So look. So from 5,382 to 5,082, this is $300. Add a zero, 3,000 pips. I hope that makes sense for you. But yeah, you do add a zero. You add a little zero. Because if gold moves $1, it's 10 pips. I think another way to look at it is on your, what broker do you use? I use I was so confused. You must have thought, where's she getting these big numbers from? Like, it's huge numbers. So that's why Miss Gold Pippin said another 1,000 pip 1 hour candle, because it's moved $100. So this, look, if we look here, look, well, this moved $150, so this is 1,500 pips in total. Yeah, if you I use C Trader, and if on C Trader you can calculate, obviously you can drag, you can use a measuring tool, and it will give you the correct amount of pips. Also, if you're using MT5, I don't know if you're using MT5, but if you do use MT5, I think on iPhone, I always look at my pips count. That's what I used to do, and that's kind of how I got into getting used to the pips. But yeah, just remember, $1 is 10 pips, $10 is 100 pips, $100 is 1,000 pips. And you're good to go. So yeah, we have a 3,000 pip day. Longer than that now. Where are we at now? $3,600. Lovely. Damn gold. MT5. Yeah, all right, cool. So on your MT5, when you're in a trade, if you go to, I think it only works for iPhone though. When you go to it and you open the trade, and you can look at the details of your trade, stop loss and TP and stuff like that, or even on the chart, it will calculate the pips for you. It will calculate the pips, and I'm sure it has like the correct pips. Try it out on a demo. Just open a trade and then just watch how the pips move. All right, come on, gold, swing back up. This is a huge drop. This is a huge drop today. Huge drop. Huge drop. How far are we now? Gold's got to come back for that missing wick. Listen, who you telling? How far is that now? That's just like dumb far now. 900 pips. Beautiful. 900 pips back. But once I saw the daily candle was already like 3,000 pips before NY session open, like, then yeah, I just had a feeling we're gonna have a monster daily candle. Monster daily candle. Monster daily candle. Shade, what's going on? Damn, gold dropped 3K. Yes, sir. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. It don't give a shit. Look at this. Look at this 4-hour candle. Look at the size of it. It's a monstrosity. Do you know what's funny? I was saying that this you know, when I was saying the last hour candle that starts at 2 o'clock is always pretty big, and it still managed to be the largest candle out of these 4-hour candles. So this one is 1,890 pips. Oh, it didn't. It's not. Still 1,500 pips though. But yeah, man, this candle, this last 1 hour candle before the 3 o'clock candle, 3 o'clock 4 p.m. candle opens, is always huge. It's always huge. Right, so I had a closure below. Remember the ranges that I had? Now I'm back in this second range. So if gold doesn't come down, if it doesn't come down to these lows, I'm anticipating we push back up out of here into the range before, like a fake out. But if we break this 4-hour low, I'm looking at 49.74. I mean, gold's pretty close to 5,000. It might as well just tap 5,000 at this point. At least that'll be a nice psychological level for gold to bounce off from. With Trump pushing USD to look good on the market and DXY nearly at 100, it's gonna be down again. Yeah, I was actually looking at DXY. So this is a daily resistance. This is a daily resistance right here. So I was anticipating a type of reaction when gold, a type of reaction if gold came up to this daily resistance on DXY. It went pretty low, 50.16 low. Yeah, gold went dumb low, man. It did. Yeah. We need to come back for this wick though. That's crazy. You gotta come back for this wick, gold. Don't forget about us. Don't forget. You left some orders up here. You left some orders. Come and collect them. Come and collect up. You know? Don't forget about your orders. This candle not having a top wick is making me very cautious of taking any sells. If gold keeps falling, I'm thinking it's going to hit 49,100. I think it's going below there if it keeps dropping. Gold, don't forget about your day ones. I was here before the 1,000 pip days. My only thing with gold now is just stop losses, man. Right. If it breaks the low, it's all nice. But 500 pip highs, like, The stops are getting bigger. The stops are getting bigger. I thought gold would settle down after February, honestly. After January, I thought February would start slowing down a bit, but it's not happening, is it? I just need to adjust. I feel like Sherlock dropping down to these low minute time frames. Man, she was on the 30 seconds the other day. I was like, what are you doing, dog? That's crazy. 30 seconds? Talking about gold tanking. I was like, what? Like 30 seconds ain't go fucking 30 seconds and telling you gold tanking. Go get off those time frames. 30 seconds. And you know how she is. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm like, stop. I'm like, get off those time frames. You can't be reacting to every move. I've been adding levels again, and gold's been hitting it all again. But all I see is blue all day. She was flipping the ish out of that $100. Yeah. Didn't end well though. Them didn't end well. Gotta start again. I'm like, damn, bro. Damn. After all that hard work, that's the worst, man. When you grind an account, I have to grind it again. It's long. Alright, so in order for me, I still don't really want no sells, I'll be honest with you. It's very difficult, even though gold is selling right in front of my face and has been for like the whole day. I'm still looking for when price pushes back up. Alright, Shade, peace out. So yeah, I'm still looking for a reversal, and I'm not even a reversal trader. I just like to trade with the trend. The daily trend right now, like just today, is definitely bearish, but I still want to buy. I still want buyers because the overall trend is bullish. So that's why I'm looking for buyers, not because I'm just stuck on that buyers bias. So if that's the case, I haven't really seen any setups for sells as well. Like I said earlier, I didn't get any breakouts, any closures below. Gold has literally just been selling, closing on these previous supports and then just selling through. And these are just 5-minute candles that are doing that. So yeah, and then in this range just wasn't a nice range. Because if I'd like, typically if I was looking for sells, I'd look for, this would have been a perfect setup right here. Like if I was looking for sells, this would have been a perfect setup. But and normally this candle wouldn't have given me a decent top wick, so I'd be looking at a break of the low and then using a previous candle or entry candle as a stop loss, and then I wouldn't have had a 1-to-1. So if I have a range like this, I mean, this is a 1,000 pip range. It's beautiful, but like if I had a break of the low here, that would have been nicer, at least. But when the range is, when the candles push too far into the range, the sells aren't there. Even for like a quick scalp, it's just, yeah, it's not there. So yeah, now it's gotta wait. Just gotta wait for this 4 hour, see what it does. Huge move down, but yeah, I'm gonna leave it here, guys. I'm gonna leave it here. I'll be in the Discord until this evening, and then I will be going out in the evening. Oh, there's my pen in the notepad. Nice. Yeah, yeah, I'll be in the Discord. But I'm still looking for buyers. I kind of have a feeling gold might touch 5,000, just because it's, you know, psychological level. We're right here. At least just wick down into it and then reject from there. I'm not opposed to this current 4 hour still breaking this low, pushing down, but still ending up pushing bullish and coming back up. But I do think if we do break this low, we get a bit more of a push down, and then we react to a 4 hour level. But furthest I anticipate gold going today, furthest, is 48.63. That's like the furthest, and that's just down to daily support. 4,700 pips. Why not? Why not? Why not? And then a reaction either of daily support or of this 4 hour support here. So that's the plan for today for me. Good luck today, guys. Wait for confirmations. Don't try to jump in too early, because the way gold is dropping, these 5-minute candles, yes, smackable price action. You don't want that. But yeah, guys, peace out. Thanks for joining, and I will see you in the Discord. Peace.